I'm not sure what happened there. Gosh. What's up, y'all? I'm not really sure what happens. I really don't know what happens there. Oh, man. It's good. Mike G, OG, Big Al kicks, explosive kicks, Dre the party animal, trying to get our guest back. I was in the middle of the thing and I don't know. My phone just went out. I don't know what happened there. Welcome back, everybody. Trying to get our guest back. Uh, I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm sorry. All right, we are back. You were showing me the Chewbacca shoe, and you was about to go into another shoe.
Okay, yep. The next one, like I said, it's a little nod to you because I know you work at Converse, you rock a lot of Converse, and I know you're a Lakers fan.
I'm afraid.
So you know I had to
Ooh,
copy.
Chinatown markets. Oh man.
You know it. You know
Uh,
it.
yeah. I need those and the chucks.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, my wife talked to me about that. She's like, Chinatown Market is changing their name. She's like, you gonna mess around and wait too long, and them boys ain't gonna be there no more. You ain't gonna be able to
Hmm.
because initially I wanted the Bulls ones and the Lakers ones, the pro leather and the Chuck, and I know I'm gonna sound crazy, but Bulls and Converse just doesn't go together
Right.
as the Converse does. Like they should have did that pack with, even if they'd have did a Air Force One or a Dunk or just something else. It's all
I
nice.
said the same thing, but I mean, I liked how they did that jacket though. I was upset they didn't make a Lakers jacket. They made the Bulls one, but they didn't make a Lakers one.
Yeah, man. Like I don't know why, and yeah, I need those pro leathers in the worst way. I just been cheap. I've been seeing them for around $90. I'm like, I need them bitches to be like 60. You know what I mean? So I'm real cheap, but yeah. Since you done brought them on this show, I'm gonna have to go ahead and cop that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And
Yeah.
this another nod to you in Converse, the birth to flight.
See, you ain't playing fair, man.
And these I haven't worn yet,
Woo! I
but
love
they
them.
got the interchangeable pieces and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I was looking at them the last time I was at Social Status because what they do is they'll put them on Converse.com for a while, but then they'll just disappear. So it's like,
Yep.
soon.
I actually caught them on Finish Line.
Nice, nice. Yeah, one that I regret not getting last year, which this went up and it's a little higher than I want to pay, was last year was like the 80th anniversary of Bugs Bunny, and they had a Bugs
Mm.
together.
Yep.
I remember saying it. I was at Crabtree. I'm like, man, this bitch is $95. Like, I'm saying, like, this is before I started working for Converse. I'm like, man, ain't nobody buying no pro leathers but me. And I went back, and all they had was like 8, 7.5. I'm like,
Yeah.
people bought these, so yeah. Now I can't
Oh
find
yeah.
like 140.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't even gonna wear them like that. So, but yeah, you know how that is. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
you get a shoe and it's just like, man, I want it, but 150. Gosh. Yeah.
Right. Am I gonna wear 150 worth of?
Yeah. I know everybody looking at me like, man, this nigga just nigga cheap, but you know how it is. When you got a lot of shoes, you really gotta think shit out like so Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Showing to
All
man.
right. Next, we'll go to Reebok, and you see that sign on there.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
when her movie came out, 1984, she went on and dropped the shoe. I couldn't miss out on this one.
Ooh, what? Oh man, that what is that? A workout? A workout mid? But they put the shield on it. Oh,
Oh yeah, the classic. Yep.
I never even seen them.
Yeah, I had to go ahead and get those.
Ain't playing fair. Gonna show us next. I'm afraid to even look. Sure.
See, Puma, I love how Puma and Reebok love doing collaborations and stuff. Like, those are the two that really do the most collaborations that I see. So Puma dropped one, and I know you know the classic movie Elf.
Oh man.
And the Ralph Sampson, yeah.
Oh man. All right. Oh, it's got a little bit in the back.
Oh.
Woo. Lisa coming with
Let's
the
see.
heat.
You know it. I try.
Got Raleigh on fire.
These I haven't gotten a chance to wear yet. I can't. Iconic Candyland, Club C.
Okay. I'm all about the Club C, man. Like, you know, I've got vintage pairs. I've got newer pairs. I love that shoe.
Oh yeah.
You know, the way people love the questions, I love the Club C.
There you go.
Oh man.
We got some Vans here. Vans did a collaboration with Parks Project. I haven't gotten a chance to wear these yet.
Okay.
What it says is leave it better than you found it.
Okay. Okay.
And you know, Raleigh has a lot of parks and everything. I think North Carolina, period, has a lot of parks.
Huh.
So I'm big on respecting parks and all that good stuff. So I did,
Good.
supported this one. These I haven't had a chance to wear yet either. Vans and Korean typography.
I like how it's. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So I'll get a chance to wear them one of these days.
Shout out,
Another Puma.
shout out to everybody I lost in the thing. I don't know what happened, but thanks for coming back.
Another collab with Puma and Michael Lau.
Ooh.
And he has his signature on the inside.
What I appreciate about this the most is, and I'm not knocking anybody, we all got a lot of Jordans, but the fact that it's more than just that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And let's see what we got down here. Oh, Adidas, Adidas is doing their week this week, their members week this week. So they went on and re-released these, but I got them when they first came out, the Boston Marathon,
Ooh.
which they put the foil on there as to symbolize with the blanket they put on the runners when they're done.
What is that, a ZX8000?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
9,000, I'm sorry.
Okay. Even better.
And last but not least, like I told you, I think this one will bring back some memories for you right here. This is
Man,
probably the oldest one that I have here. I do have another, part of my collection is storage and everything, but this is probably the oldest one I have here. Tell me when the last time you seen these.
ooh, was it the Monopoly? Oh man,
Yeah. The reverse
the reverse.
jam pack.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen those in a long. I forgot all about those.
Still in pretty good condition. I probably worn them maybe 5 times since I had them. This is a hard shoe to just pull off and any day wear and everything. So
Yeah, Lisa, you done kind of, I mean, if I wasn't bald, I mean, I am now. Okay, with some heat, you know what I mean? That's good. Good. Oh man.
Like you said, I can pull out Jordans for days. Like you've probably seen some of my posts. I have them, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I like to be different.
Yeah.
As you see, I like colors. I like, character. I just different. Yeah, I can be the same as everybody else. I can do that. We can go pull out fours and ones and all that other stuff. But how many people you seeing wearing these?
You ain't. You ain't. I mean, and it'd be certain stuff where, and I know you'll feel me on this. Like you see certain stuff, and it's like, hey man, I need to kind of get that because it's gonna be gone. Like we were in Raleigh around Christmas when we saw the Nintendo Puma pack, my wife and I was like, man,
Hmm.
at first I'm thinking, man, it's not a Jordan or phone. I can't even say phone positive. It's not a Jordan or a Yeezy or anything like that. Is anybody gonna care? But then when you start looking online and see how shit is selling online, you look at, damn, I only got 6 sizes left. Let me go back and get these bitches. That's what happened with
Yep.
both of them, especially the 64 ones. The Nintendo ones kind of hung around a little bit, the NES, but the Mario 64 one kind of went quick. I had to get
Oh
them.
yeah, I missed that one. I did get the NES one, but I missed the Mario one.
Yeah, I haven't worn the NES. I saw what you did with it, with the hat and everything. I'm like, I you know, but yeah, I like diversity in collections. It's everything. Because again, I mean, I was telling my wife, it's a lot of sneakers I have that if I wasn't in the sports, I probably wouldn't have them. I wouldn't have no Iversons if I didn't rock with him as an athlete and some of
Right.
it, or hell, even some of the Jordans, like the Wizards years. Some of those shoes were real commitments, but you know, love Michael Jordan. So
Right.
yeah, but yeah, I
So
agree.
so tell me how you feeling about this Lucha Libre pack that's coming out?
I mean, it's not really for me. You know what I mean? It's not really for me. I feel like with these shoe companies, and I could be wrong, but I really feel like a lot of times they have certain audiences in mind when they make these shoes.
Hmm.
You know, um, you know, like even with the Jordans, like, now you're a lady. I know I'm not supposed to ask how old you are, but I can tell by your language what era you're from. Seems like we're from the same kind of era, the same time. Certain Jordans you come out and be like, man, those is for the young niggas. You could just tell.
Yep.
And like, even though I feel like I could have wore them and I could have got either of them, like a couple years ago when they came out with them all suede red and all suede blue fives, like they were
Yep.
cool, but they were for the girls and the young niggas. They wasn't for me. But on the
I see. I was surprised that the purple ones went like they did because that would have seemed like something that was for kids.
I feel like that was a missed opportunity. Like that shoe should have been a full family shoe. Like,
Hmm.
but at least in Cleveland, because this was right before we moved down here. I was still in Cleveland and I was still working for Foot Locker. Like they weren't limited, but they weren't everywhere. So it was kind of like sort of like how the UNC threes were. They were some places,
Yep.
every place. So I think that kind of made them that. If they had just been a regular GR, they probably would still be on shelves.
Yeah.
But certain shoes, I feel like they come out with specifically for certain audiences. Like when they came out with the 13 lows, the black and blue and the chutney, that's
Hmm.
for us. That's for older people with a little bit of coin. Coming out with the
Right.
retro 16 at 250, retro 17 plus copper for 250. That's for us. They figure we might have the money and we want to go back, but yeah, and 11s are just for everybody.
Right.
So yeah, that's how they do that. But with you being into sneakers for a long time, like me, like pretty much everybody in these comments as well. What was the biggest change or adjustment you had to make after the pandemic happened?
um, I don't think I really had to make a change after pandemic because, like I said, I was mainly doing raffles and stuff like that. And if I don't, if I can catch it online, I catch it online or whatever the case may be. So I wasn't really going to the stores and all that to get my shoes and everything outside of the raffles. So the pandemic didn't really change anything. Where I see the big change is this daggone resale game. This is what's really changed. Like there was no such thing as this back when I first started collecting. Like I said, shoes used to, restock, all that other stuff. So all this reselling thing, that's what's changed.
Yeah, I'll say for me, the first time I really started seeing people really serious about the resale was when the DMP pack came out in '06. That was
Yep.
the first time I really seen people buying stuff just to resell it. And it still wasn't the way it is now. I always say the game changed. A combination of Instagram, LeBron 8 South Beach, Jordan 11 Concord, the 2011 Christmas, that really,
Hmm.
the Galaxy Phone Posit, and really any Yeezy too.
Yeah.
That combined with Instagram, that to me, that changed everything. Sneaker game was never the same after that. And then I feel like the Adidas Yeezys killed first come, first serve. So I feel like it's certain benchmarks of time where shit changed. Just like, talking about the Jordan 1, I never thought the Jordan 1 would be the Jordan.
Right.
Always loved it, but if people used to, treat the two like, the one like how they treat the two.
Right.
But okay, all right, no real changes. That's good. A lot of people I've had to really change the way I look at things, not just sneakers, but the world and stuff in general. I still have a pre-pandemic brain, so that's why
Right.
that's just for stuff in general. Because again, my wife would just be like, "Nigga, it's a pandemic." You know what I mean? And I'll be like, "Oh yeah," 'cause I'm getting senile. But
I said, I gotta start matching master shoes now. I do that now.
yeah, yeah. Oh man. Well, we can shift gears a little bit and talk about. I don't know if you have it with you or if you want to talk about it, but what's your most recent cop?
Most recent, actually, I'm waiting on two right now, which is the pineapple Air Force Ones, and then I customized some Air Force Ones. So those are the two I'm waiting on. As far as what I actually have in hand would be the off whites. I did get a pair of off whites.
Must be nice. Okay. Was it the pineapple forces those cork ones?
No, I actually got the green one.
Okay, I'm waiting on the cork ones myself. It's something I waited too late. My wife was like, she was looking at, she got some other shoes in that pack. I think she got the 90s. And she was like, you really should get these forces. You're going to regret it. And I was like, yeah, it'll be all right. And now I'm going to have to get a half size smaller because I decided to change my mind. Unfortunately, forces run a little big, so it won't be that bad. But
Right, and then you're not gonna wear them too often, so.
yeah, yeah. Now you showed us your favorite shoe, the Dornbecker 14, before I lost connection or whatnot. Um, is that your go-to shoe, or is the go-to shoe where he's like, I'm gonna fuck him up today? What shoe is that, or is that?
Um, if that one, like I debuted that one on my birthday, so I guess you can kind of be like that was a let me fuck 'em up shoe. Um, Other than that, if my really like I'm a fuck 'em up shoe would be something bright as hell.
The Monopolies fucked me up. I still got my chest is a little sore from that. I haven't seen those in a long time. About those. Oh man. Well, do you have a holy grail, a shoe that you wanted that you just haven't been able to get your hands on? You still searching for it?
Um, it would fall in the DB category actually. I'm mad that I kind of hopped on the DB collection late. So I've only been able to cop three of them, which the 14s, I got the black and gold 15, and I have the pennies that one of the little gentlemen did.
All right.
But the one that I do regret missing is the 5, the one that glow in the dark with the black light. No, yes.
Yeah, they're hard to come by. I've only got two. What's crazy though is with the DBs, most of my favorite ones aren't Jordans. Like I only have both of mine are Jordans. I have the 6 and I have the 10. But pretty much every Air Force One they've made has been good. I still want the LeBron 13, and people don't even fuck with the LeBron 13 compared to some.
Right.
But it's got a nice gradient. He wore it against the Lakers right before he went there, or a little bit before he went there. It's just a really nice shoe. And it's not that expensive, but whenever I find it used, it's usually fucked up like a nigga actually hooped in it. So, I want those pennies with the 49ers logo that you have.
Yeah.
All 3 Air Max 95s. Those are all good, especially the first 2. So it's some there. Kyrie 2. Okay. All right. Well,
And then I will say that there is a Converse that I missed, and I didn't even know about the drop until I looked on who was it still has it. It's either Journeys or Zoomier still has it, but I would have to look up the name for you and everything, but you might know it. It glows under the black light. It has all the skulls and all this on it. I think it came out earlier this year. So, yeah, pretty upset I missed that one.
the rainbow one?
Yes.
Yeah, they actually, the last time I was at Crabtree, they had them on display at Zoomies. But I'm cheap, like $6. I work for Converse and I can't get a discount. Cause see, them skate chucks, they don't really be having them on the website like some of the others. Like a lot of them be like store exclusives. Like Journeys has a lot of colors locked down that are regular colors, but Zoomies has a lot of, like, I got the other collection. I got lucky and found them at a Plato's Closet brand new, but they had like the White Widow with the spiders and shit on them. And,
Yep.
like, I ended up finding a pair of those at Plato's in Greensboro. But those ones with the skulls and the, I actually want those. I'm looking for them right now. So what is your size?
I wear a 5 men, 6.5 women.
Oh shit! You can pretty much get anything at the Converse store. Your size. Woo! 5 men, 6.5 women. Shit.
Yeah.
So
I'm being blessed with all these grade school exclusives coming out right now.
And them Hirachis you got, like, I was still the store manager for Hibbett Sports. When them Hirachis, you got them teal and yellow ones. Like, I was mad for they didn't make them bitches for the men because we had them in a 95 in that same color. I'm like, man, I would kill these. Oh, man. We were going to talk about that in a minute, but you brought it up, so we'll talk about it now, man. Y'all these grade school exclusives, man. Y'all get everything, man. Those up-tempos that are like, what the up-tempos and the like them. Like, I wanted them too. Y'all get everything and see what you size you are. You can wear the women's shoes, the grade school shoes, the men's shoes. Yeah,
Now it is something that y'all get a little selfish on, and y'all don't start them till a 6 or a 7. So I gotta miss out on those.
Name these shoes. I need to know because but it is some shoes that's men only. Those purple 5s that you from last summer, those really should have been for full family, and those UNC 3s too. Like the hood doesn't even fuck with 3s to me, but they would have wore them.
Right.
Cause I don't know. I don't know what they be thinking sometimes, but whew. All right. Let me get back on track here. How do you store your sneakers? Do you keep them in the boxes, or do you use the drop fronts, or what you do?
They're all in boxes.
Okay.
Like I said, you catch me at times still in the apartment and everything, so I don't really have a shoe room and everything yet, but next year when I get the house, that's when everything will come out of the boxes, go on display and all that good stuff. So we're going to have another one of these next year sometime.
Oh yeah, you know it. I mean, we got to link up anyway since, I'm only an hour away,
Right.
Only person I know a few people out here now, but yeah, I'm just, I'm trying to embrace North Carolina because I didn't really want to come here initially. So I wanted to just be in Cleveland. I'm one of the few people that I would rather be in Cleveland with the fucked up weather and the crime instead of being down here with the heat and the constant sunshine. I've really come to enjoy being down here. You know, I'm still getting used to the wildlife, the lizards and shit, but
Right.
it's different. I keep all my shoes in boxes too, though. I be wanting to feel like I'm in a shoe store, even though I've mainly just worked in shoe stores. It's crazy, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
most of the time when I do this show, I'm in my Jordan closet, but I don't even feel like going in there today. It's shit everywhere. So next time I'm off,
That's what I said. I'm sorry I don't have a background in shoes for you. I mean,
it's all good. It's all good. Oh man. Well, I know you normally win the raffles, and I guess so with that wonderful size you wear. I'm not I hate a little bit, but it's not real hate. Um, but what's the hardest L you've had to take? Because I've got several, but
hardest L I took. Um, I don't take so many L's. You know that.
if you ain't got
But
one, if you ain't got an L, do you have a shoe you regretted passing on, where you're like, I really fucked up. I should have got that. Because I also have several of those too.
honestly, really after I posted that list of Jordan ones and I just asked people, which ones do you have and everything. After looking at that list, I'm like, I missed out on a lot of them. Like, there's a lot of them that I missed out on. I don't know if it's just like a real regret that I missed out on it, but it's like I have. I think I will be upset if I don't get that patent leather bread one. Like, I am real heavy on that one. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm glad they're about to re-release it, but I am mad I missed when they dropped them cool gray 11s the first time.
Yeah, I'm looking at those. I really hope that I can get a pair because I didn't get the pair. I was at Hibbett. We had the lows, and my feet are already too big for my body, so I'm not gonna buy a Jordan 11 low. The IEs, but not the patent leather lows. Like,
Right.
I think I only have two, and they're from 2001. They're like old. My citruses, because they made them for women, back then. So I got a women's 13, and I got the white and silver 11 lows that they haven't retroed since '01. But I need those cool grays because my pair is orange on the bottom because they're
Oh man.
they 20 years old, and I wore them a lot. Probably at least maybe a couple times a month, probably from '01, probably till about like '06 or '07. That shit was always in the rotation because nobody really had it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And yeah, that's one I'm mad I missed. Is that one right there.
Yeah, for me, my biggest sneaker regret was I used to work at this. It's the only Tier Zero Nike account in Cleveland. It's known nationally as Exhibition, but a lot of the stores in Cleveland are still called Next. And with my discount, I could have had the shattered backboards for $86.
Oh man.
I am because I don't really wear a lot of orange. It was so
Right.
stupid. Because after the fact, I'm like, well, it is white and black on the shoe too. I could have just get up late. I didn't think it was gonna be. And you know how it was back in them days. Jordan 1s weren't unattainable. They were all you could just get them. So
Right.
that was, and the same thing with the Chicago's. I have older Chicago's, but I should have got a 2015 pair. I don't know what I was thinking. Because the whole line was just resellers both times. Where I was like, man, these dudes ain't gonna wear these shoes. But I used to try to be fair for the line and, make sure every size was there. And, definitely regret it now. I didn't think either of those shoes were gonna be $2,000 shoes. So,
Right.
but it's a couple more. But those are the two biggest regrets for me.
Oh yeah.
All right, now you have a lot of shoes. You've shown a lot of shoes. Before we lost contact, and now that we got the show back up. But what's the shoe that you need to, undead stock, where you're like, I really need to wear those?
My Change the World 9s. I need to wear those.
I know you
What
got
else do I have?
them.
You know it. That's another reason why they sitting. I got to make sure the outfit is on point.
Yeah, it was weird. Before you go on further, I just want to say I never was a huge fan of the 9, even when it was just the new Jordan back in what was that? That was seventh grade for me, junior high when the 9s came out. But the older I get, the more I like it. Like it's so simple
Yeah.
and so clean that after how the 7 and the 8 were, I'm like, this is the Jordan. But I love but I love those shoes, man. I love the 9s now. I wish that Change the World would have been for a man. I would have probably messed with it.
Oh, they didn't make big size enough.
I haven't seen any. Maybe they did. I didn't see any. So yeah.
That one. Like I said, some of the DSs that I showed you, the Vans and stuff like that, I need to go ahead and rock. And I got a pair of Dunk. Like my first pair of Dunk highs ever. I need to go ahead and rock those.
Yeah, pull those out.
Oh yeah.
Now, is there a shoe you have that you won't, unds? Is there a shoe you have where you're like, yeah, I'm never wearing those. I'm gonna just keep these on ice because they this or that.
No, there are shoes that I rarely put on, but I've at least worn them once. There's two of them mainly, my red, black, and white 11 lows,
Okay.
and my Toro 14.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, to me the hood doesn't really mess with 14s either, but that was the 14 for the hood, that red one.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then let me tell you. So I had the Ferrari. Found them online. Boom. One store had them. Had my size only. Ordered them. I get them, and they're scuffed.
Uh,
Had to send them back. I said, "Oh man."
that that red Ferrari, like the suede on those is like so delicate. Like I remember doing the release for him, and I remember looking at him like, God, I don't even know if I could wear these. I wasn't in the arm. Probably should have, but yeah, that was a nice shoe, but yeah, it was real delicate. So I feel that.
Yeah.
But that Turo 14 is another one where I'm like, I probably should have tried to get those, but I never owned a red Jordan until the Toro, the Raging Bull came back. I never had an all red Jordan. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's my only one. I passed on the Raging Bulls. I didn't get those. I did get the What The, but there's only one red shoe in that. But I think, yeah. No, I take that back. I do have the Bulls over Broadway 10.
2015.
Yeah.
That was a crazy release. Now, before we go any further, you said you worked in a shoe store. When was this, and which shoe store was it?
This was back in 2005, 2006 period. I was at Downtown Locker Room.
Oh, DTLR. Okay.
Hmm. It might have been a little earlier, but see, I'm gonna see if you remember these shoes because these are some shoes that I can remember getting back then. Because when your store does good, they give you a free pair of shoes and stuff like that. You remember the gray and green 5?
Oh, the green beans. Yeah, 2006.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Those, the Mellows.
Oof.
That's when Mellow was hot back then.
Yeah, with Denver when he was on the Nuggets. Yeah.
Yep.
Time for the kicks, man. The game was still partially pure back then.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was good. That was good. Did you deal with any crazy releases during that time? I know it was different, but people still used to get wild for the Jays.
Yeah, what was big back then?
It was 0506. Hey, I remember this. Let me just say, do you remember when the Dub Zero came out?
Yep.
And people were more intrigued with it than the regular retros.
Yep.
They're like, man, what the fuck? I need that. Like, really, this? Because I was against them. I'm like, man, you putting all these Jordans together. I was against it back then. But the diffusions came and it was worse. But yeah, that was an interesting time.
When the Dub Zeros dropped, what else? When the 20s dropped, because that's when the strap thing came out. It was a whole new little ball game for everybody.
They were putting that 20th Jordan anniversary logo on everything. I remember that.
Yeah.
Man, good times. Now I got to ask you. You've talked about, what shoes you need to undead stop. you said that you'll pretty much wear all of your stuff. So shoes don't get worn as much as others, but what's a shoe that everybody loves in the game that you just don't fuck with?
That I have or that I don't have?
Either.
'Cause, Um, I'm not a Yeezy fan. I have no Yeezys.
Most common response.
Yeah, like I'm not big on that. Shoes that I have that like I say I dog them, but other people love them for whatever reason, and I go back and I look and I'm like, oh, maybe I should have kept them nice. Cap and gown, 13.
Okay, all
Me and all, yeah, me and all black. Anything all black. That's why I try to stay away from me or anything all black. I'ma just run it into the ground. So those, I do regret not keeping my red, gray, and white 13s clean.
mm,
And I see a lot of people go crazy about those now. Um, Other than that, though, I still have my original 15s in good condition. I'm upset I don't have a box anymore, but
yeah, I remember that was the first Jordan that had the face box was the 15.
yep.
So I still have mine, but shit, the back is like, it's doing one of these. It's been moved around so much, it's barely even intact. But, and it used to have a little cardboard shit to keep the shoe in the inside. That shit's long gone too. So, oh man, yeah. Well, okay. Now, how does your family feel about your relationship with sneakers?
Oh, I told you, starting young, mom was in it. She's still in it. Anything that I get, like I told you, I'm real good with the raffles. So anything that I double up on or anything like that, I'm not in the resale game, so I don't do that. I'll send it over to mom. Hey, I got two of these. You like this? Send
Nice.
it over.
Right. Now, significant other, how do they feel about it? Is it a thing?
Getting her into it. She's more on the toms and stuff like that. I'm trying to slowly bring her over, but I can't move too fast. So we trying, Reeboks and Vans right now before I move her into the Jordans and everything.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I still got a. I had a little phase where I was still buying sneakers, but um, I have about 6, 7 pairs of Toms, man. Niggas be like, "Hell, nigga, you wear it?" Like, people will be shocked, but I got some that look like dress shoes. Of course, got the slip-ons and a couple other the high top, the desert bow ties. Like I was into them for about 2 years there, where I was
Oh yeah.
so often. But they aren't good for walking long distances, I will say. Fucking bottom was like it was gonna come off and went up. Like, the definition of the bottom was gone. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, okay. Is your kid in the sneakers?
Every now and then there'll be a pair that he might want. The latest one that he wanted that he got was the blue Griffey.
Oh, okay.
He did want those. But other than that, if it's not video game related,
Hey, my son is like that too. He just want white forces. He loved Jordan 1. I will give him that, but he just want white forces and wheat Timberlands. That's it.
yep.
And I can't not. He has a pair because I ain't gonna say I forced him on him, but I can't get him into the Converse either. He'd rather have Vans or, he's just not into the Chucks. I tried it, but
Yeah, he's if he does, he's more so Air Max.
okay. All right. Now, what direction do you see your collection going in the future?
Honestly, I told myself when I hit 50, which I got plenty of time, but when I hit 50, I think I'm gonna start every year on my birthday, I think I'm gonna let 10 pair go, to um a GCF or any kind of, thrift store or something like that. Because like I told you, I don't need to resell. I don't need to do all that, So, and then a lot of people they can't afford to resell, or they'll never be able to get it because of whatever situation. So I think if I put it somewhere like there where it actually gives people a fair chance to cop something nice at a good decent price, then I'm fine. I got my wear out of it. I had my time with it. So nothing, and I wouldn't give up, anything that, like I said, like my cap and gowns, I wouldn't put those up for anything. But my my Lakers or something like that, those will go. They might go last, but they can go. But that's just what I see myself doing, because it'll always be in you. If it's in you, it's always gonna be in you to the day you die. But at 70, 80, I'm not slipping on a pair of ones. I'm not.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, 2 more questions before we wrap up. What's on your radar next for shoes?
Mm, Now I am into the Lucha Libre pack, so I do want those Air Force Ones. And I was looking at the Blazers too. Um, and the Monster that they're gonna drop. That for the grade school only. I think I want to go ahead and get that one. Um, as far as other brands, I haven't really seen a drop that I want yet. Um, as far as like Puma and Converse, they haven't really showed anything on their launch calendar that they're coming out with that I want. I'm still debating on them gummy bears from Puma though, so I might.
Now, there are a few things coming out, at least on the Converse side, that I have been privy to. Um, so on the 30th, they're coming out with an NBA Jam pack. So it's going to be a Chuck 70 and a Pro Leather that are NBA Jam themed. 70,
Mm-hmm.
NBA Jam's logo, real big on the side, and the Pro Leather is going to be black. But you know how it had to go writing on the side where to say Pro Leather, Dr. J, or
Mm-hmm.
it says he's on fire. So
Okay.
I jumped the gun on the Space Jams, where I bought both of them on release day, the Chucks and the Chuck 70s. The Chucks sold out. The Chuck 70s, I think, are still up. 'Cause after a while, they'll let employees get the discount on them after they sit for like a week or 2 weeks. A lot of hot shit isn't gonna make it that long. So, but I need both of those. Of course, I'm gonna try for the Lightning Fours. If I were gonna get the Lucha Libre, any of those shoes, it would be the Air Force One over the Blazer, and I love Blazers, but they have to look a certain way in order for me to wear them. But I feel it. I mean, other than that, I'm just looking at the Midnight 6 and the Cool Gray 11, just replacing older pairs that I had. But
Oh, and I do want the I'm glad they're re-releasing it, the UV Light Air Force One. I do want that one on the 31st.
Okay. I remember when I was with Hibbett, we had a bunch of Air Force Ones like that. They were all patent leather. They were in a UV pack. We had a Volt one that I bought, a Cyber Red one that really looks pink. But we had this Volt mid that I regret not getting because it got down to like $50, and for whatever reason I still didn't buy it. And now I can't find it. I just can't even find this shoe. It's in the sneaker board because I talk about it sometimes, where a sneaker will come out, and it's not about if you have the money or not. You have the money,
Mm-hmm.
you just can't find it. It's just gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that Air Force One, I'm like, dang, it's only from 2018. That's not that long ago, but usually trainers and runners make it to it. Basketball shoes, some of them, but that sneaker vortex is rough. Once it's in there,
Oh yeah.
you got to find it. You got to grab it. Otherwise, you see it for 2 or 3 years. So, all right. Well, before we wrap up, you have any questions for me?
Um, no, no. I don't know. It has Converse always been your favorite, or
Um,
being though you worked there, it became like your favorite?
it's not my favorite. I have to be honest. I had about 50 pairs of Converse before I got hired, but um, they're just they're cheap. I have to wear them, and um, because of my inability to get other shoes I want, it's kind of pushed me towards embracing Converse more. I've just gotten lucky where I've been able to find a bunch of vintage stuff because I like basketball Converse. And I'm an '80s kid, so I'd much rather wear some weapons or some fast breaks over some Chucks. Um, but the other thing is, and I'm gonna just say this, I don't want to offend anyone. It's a million short, fat, bald niggas with beards, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of them. So they all dress the same. We all wear a polo shirt or I'll be having to use it to also look different too. So it's multiple things in that, but wearing Nikes are still my favorite thing. It's actually been a little bit easier for me to have to wear Converse because a lot of times I don't want to wear it. I'm like, man, I want to wear these Air Trainer 96.
Right.
I want to wear these Air Max 94s. I want to wear this, but you know, I'm too lazy to change clothes when I get home from work. So it's like, 5 10 years ago, I would have did it. I'd have just wore the same black and white Chucks to work every day. And
Right.
but it's just not in me anymore, you know. So, but I really appreciate you, being on the show. I love how you, put the outfits and the shoes together. I've been a fan for a while. I'm glad we're connected now on, because I feel like I was your Facebook friend a lot longer than I've been your Instagram friend. But
Yeah.
really appreciate how you do it, and I appreciate you being on the show.
I appreciate you having me. We definitely got to link up one of these days.
For sure, for sure. You gotta, you know, only person I've really got to link up with and chill with out here is real Big Al Kicks. You know what I'm saying? He's the first person I really knew down here. We followed each other when I was still in Cleveland, but we've hit up South Point and Crabtree before, but I'm like, I know it's more to it. I've been to Capital Buy Sell Trade, but this area is interesting just because Cleveland is very segregated. It's like this the white part, this the black part. Here, it's not really like that. Everybody is just everywhere. I have yet to find the actual hood. So,
Right.
I'm just kind of, I don't really know the good parts or the bad parts. So, I've been, Greensboro and Winston-Salem to the left, Durham and Raleigh to the right, but, I'm still trying to figure this area out. So I don't know, but I definitely appreciate you, being on the show. After this is over, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send you my number, so we can, link up for real. And I'll be at you. But thank you for being on here.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. On behalf of Universal Vibe 87, Shorty C94, we're gonna sign off, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
All right.